Ahoy hoy, it's your boy attackslug back again with the cold boot, and I know what you're saying. This game came out like 5 days ago, what are you doing? You are super late, and I just totally forgot to download it. So this is Chariot for the Xbox One, also available on a number of other platforms, but on Xbox One this is the October Games with Gold release, so it was free, so I'm looking at it. I don't care if I'm late. We're gonna hit start here and see what this is. The Cold Boot is a series where I look at brand new stuff, be it games or DLC, and see my first impressions of it. So, I'm this little blue-haired lady here. The game I hit new game, and it hasn't told me anything yet. So, I guess we just push this thing and see how it goes. So yes, this is also available on, I want to say, Steam and PS4 and other stuff, maybe? I'm honestly not really sure. But it is 15 bucks on Xbox One if you are not a Xbox Live Gold subscriber. If you are, it is free for, you know, the next 2 weeks, 4 weeks, a month.
I was told there would be a bright light. Where's my bright light? You call this a...
Alright, got my audio sync there, because there was no option for it in the beginning, and it's always important to have an audio sync the way that I do video. So this king dude is pissed at me because he wants a better place for his final burying. I mean, he's a ghost. Why the fuck would I listen to a ghost? Like, seriously. If he's trapped wherever his coffin is, why should I be scared of him being all pissed off about leaving him in that particular burial spot? Like, he's a ghost. Who cares? Anyway, this is a physics-based puzzle platformer. And basically, that's the rope. So the rope is right trigger. Basically, to me, and this is just my initial impression, is that in platformers, missions where you have to babysit stuff are not fun. So you've essentially crafted an entire game of babysitting this coffin. That seems to me like a bad idea, but what do I know? Ride this thing. I mean, it seems, you know, well made enough. It's got a nice art style to it. I'm not sure what that move is there, and I'm just like, whatever. Hitting some checkpoints. And I'm not opposed to puzzle platformers by their very nature. I think they can be excellent games and be a lot of fun. But, like I said, having to babysit this thing for the entirety of this game, one would assume. Alright, so B goes back to the checkpoint. That was a learning experience there. Here's how you do your checkpoint resets. You fucked it up. You done fucked it up. So, we're going to try that again. Now, I have heard, or I have seen footage of this game in 2-player, where it does look like it could be more enjoyable. But, alright, A. No, A's? Yeah. A's jump, so, alright, so get on the cart and then jump. Alright, I get it. That makes sense. And so we are collecting all these different little, gems, and that is going to be adding to our score. You'll see there in the upper left-hand corner. I'm not sure what the circular thing is when we're hitting the ground, like some kind of a noise, like that. Is that just we're making noise, and at some point in the game, noise is going to be a issue? Or if you hold down, you take like a surfing pose. I guess it gives you better aerodynamics, I would assume. I'm not 100% certain on that, but... So obviously you want to... Like, your character can't get the gems, but you want the gems. So, you would do that, and then pull it up like that. And the little king face goes upside down and, you know, and reorients itself automatically, which is nice. So, no, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do that, and do that, and go that way with it. So far as the only control that they've given me is jumping, right trigger, and resets. I don't know if it gets any more depth to it than that. Oh. I mean, ideally you would think they would introduce something else at a certain point in terms of how you play. But perhaps they're just having a bunch of levels that are all as simplistic as... I mean, I'm sure they introduced... Can I even get that up there? I don't even know. I'm sure they introduced... There we go. Additional enemies and things to overcome. And, you know, obviously this is just the first level, and you should never judge a game based on the first level, because obviously things are going to get more complex as you move along in any game. Alright, that's the skull. We got a crown thing. That's a bunch more money. That's great. So we're still just kind of cruising along here on what is essentially the first stage of this game. Aha! Alright. There we go. Getting as many gems as possible, stacking that paper, get the loot, get the loot. Give me the loot, give me the loot. But I still kind of curious when I'm hitting the ground hard, it's making a thing, so I don't know if there's going to be perhaps some kind of a stealth element, or if I'm just, maybe, perhaps there is a certain amount of fall damage, like if I do too much, it'll break. It's not particularly clear on what exactly that graphic is trying to indicate, so I am certainly curious, and perhaps they will spell it out at some point, but as of yet they have not. Get that skull. Drag this chariot. There's the end of the first stage. Kind of a, you know, there's a bit to it, certainly. And we get an achievement. Exit found. Achievement unlocked. Spelunker. Now that just makes me want to play Spelunky, honestly. And I'm in luck, because the PS4 version of Spelunky is out like tomorrow, so I am going to be excited to start doing streams for that on Twitch, so be sure to follow me on Twitch or whatever. He's still not happy. He's still an asshole. He's like, fuck you guys. So I'm going to play a little bit into the second stage, and that's kind of, you'll get the idea of what this game is if you already don't have the idea of what Chariot is. Basically, you got this asshole king who just wants to bring you deeper underground. So there's a shop component. It's a fucking... Well, I guess, once you've seen a ghost, talking skeletons is not that big of a deal. But, in and of itself, that'd certainly be a reason to just freak the fuck out. Here we have our hub world, I guess. Okay, there's more to it than just going from point A to point B. That's nice. Got leaderboards. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Alright, shop is RB. Find a blueprint, fine. Alright, so there's gadgets that we can get. And upgrades, but obviously we are at stage 1, so that's not going to happen quite yet. So, let's jump in here. Oh, there are multiple entrances, and there's for... Hold on, let's see what that says. Speed run. I'm not doing a speed run. Alright, so yeah, they've certainly built stuff into this. I can be the girl, or I can be the dude. do they do for this stage? And then we'll end out this video here of the Cold Boot. So I'm assuming there are there are achievements that, you know, get through a whole stage without respawning, you know, and completing speedruns and that kind of nonsense. It's just a game that could be built around that. And I'm sure there's all kinds of... There's a blueprint. Sure there's all kinds of co-op stuff. But at the end of the day, and I hate to be too reductive about it, you are still playing a platformer where you have to babysit this thing the entire game. Maybe it changes later, but this seems to be the conceit of this game, is this concept. So obviously it's going to have this concept the whole game. Here we go. Here's another mechanic for us here. So, left button pulls in. Alright, that's actually really useful. Actually really useful. And it makes your controller vibrate when you do it. So, basically we can do that, jump there, pull, and then pull. But, I don't know, the pacing, for how I like to play platformers, the pacing on this one is just, like, really tediously slow. And if that's your kind of thing, if you like to take your time with this stuff, then more power to you. But me, I just fucking get bored after a while. Damn it. Do it this way. Fuck. Fuck, 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 fuck. What is this saying? L and LB? Oh, that's some co-op shit right there. Alright. Whoa, I can shoot rocks. How about that? The game has not explained that to me yet, that I can shoot rocks. Good to know. Alright, so left triggers to let it out, right triggers to pull it in. Got it. Got it. Well, at least let me get these gems. So I don't understand why we're going back up here when... See, yeah, that's explaining co-op shit. Obviously, I'm not playing co-op, so that's not important. Get those. There's a skull up there. Get that. I don't know. I think you more or less get the idea. I'm assuming they're going to introduce more mechanics and gameplay concepts as the game rolls on, but you get the basic idea. You are moving this heavy-ass coffin with wheels across the underground because this king ghost is an asshole and refuses to be buried where you want to bury him. And, you know, fair enough, he was the king, all that good stuff, but honestly, he's a ghost. I would have just fucking left him there. Fuck him, you know? Just fuck him. So, that, unless I actually happen to wander into something more important in the next, minute or so, that's gonna kind of do it for Chariot here on the Cold Boot. As I said before, this is on the Xbox One right now, games with gold, so if you have an Xbox One and you have Xbox Live Gold, certainly add it to your download list, because it is free. That went poorly. And I can understand that there are people who are not happy with how Games with Gold or PS Plus have been handling their brand new free games each month, because they always seem to be an indie game, but you're not going to really get AAA games on those new platforms this soon into the cycle. We haven't even been out for a year yet, so you just give it a little time before we actually get into things that were, you know, say, launch games. Actually, I gotta go over that, alright. Like, personally, as someone who tries to spend as little as possible month to month on games, and the fact that there is no way to obviously rent digital games, or at least not yet, anyway, it is games that I probably would not buy, but I'm happy to have them because then I can do video coverage on them for the fine folks here on YouTube. And anything that gives me additional content is a thing that I totally can support. And sometimes I'll make, Grim play them, and that's even more content. But this one, probably not. This one is probably just going to be this video, and the chance that I ever actually play this again is pretty slim. Because, to be honest, it's not really standing out as a thing that I would actually go back to and play for any significant length of time. Perhaps if I finish all my other games, which is never going to happen because my backlog is downright ridiculous. So that, my fine friends here, who are still watching, I thank you. And that's going to do it for Chariot on the Xbox One. We're going to go whee and just fucking fall. Let me get that thing over there. I want that thing. We will end it in this pit here. Wait, the Chariot has to get it? Well, I've gotten myself stuck. I mean, I can reset. I want that thing, and then we'll end the video. I refuse to end the video until we get that thing. No, get fucking back up here, god damn it. Damn you, physics! Damn you, video game... No. Fuck. Alright, this is gonna be a challenge. Alright, a challenge! There we go. Now, blueprint. Yeah! Alright, so, this has been Chariot on Xbox One. This has been The Cold Boot. This has been, as always, attackslug. And I will see you next time right here on this channel. And I'm out.